Once upon a time, in a prosperous and victorious nation called Ujjaini, there reigned a mighty king named Vikramaditya. Known for his bravery and wisdom, he ruled the kingdom with great power. One day, a priest named Santa Silan approached the king, admiring his qualities and offering him a pomegranate as a gesture of goodwill. To the king's surprise, this became a daily occurrence. Every day, the priest would bring a pomegranate filled with diamonds and present it to the king. Intrigued by this peculiar act, King Vikramaditya confided in his minister and together they decided to investigate the matter. Upon cutting open one of the pomegranates, they discovered the hidden treasure within. The king was astonished and eager to understand the priest's motive behind such lavish gifts. The next day, when the priest arrived with yet another pomegranate, the king confronted him. Expressing his gratitude, the king asked the priest about the reason behind his generous offerings. The priest revealed his intention to embark on a pilgrimage to the goddess Devi and requested the king's presence, considering it an honor. The king, relieved to know the true purpose, gladly accepted the invitation and promised to join the pilgrimage. Unbeknownst to the king, the priest had a sinister plan. The priest confided in his assistant, revealing that the pilgrimage was part of an elaborate scheme to gain immeasurable power. The assistant questioned the choice of King Vikramaditya, known for his strength and efficiency, to be the final sacrifice. The priest assured him that despite the king's abilities, he too would meet his fate. On the day of the pilgrimage, the king arrived at the temple where the priest and his assistant were waiting. The assistant expressed his doubts, but the priest reassured him that the king would fulfill their purpose. The priest informed the king that he needed to bring a little demon named Bethal, who would be waiting in the nearby forest. The king set off to find Bethal as instructed. When he found the demon perched on a tree, Bethal became excited and started talking incessantly. However, the king remembered the priest's warning and remained silent. Bethal tried every trick to make the king speak, promising to tell him fascinating stories and asking questions with dire consequences for incorrect answers. But the king persisted, carrying Bethal on his shoulders without uttering a word. The demon grew frustrated, realizing his attempts were futile. As the journey continued, Bethal couldn't understand the king's determination to remain silent. Meanwhile, Bethal revealed his past as a Brahmin priest who had eavesdropped on the stories told by Shiva to Parvati. Bethal shared these stories with others, angering Parvati and leading to his transformation into a demon. Shiva had given Bethal a chance at redemption by completing the pilgrimage, which required the sacrifice of 1,000 kings, with Vikramaditya as the final one. As Bethal's desperation grew, he finally stopped and asked the king why he refused to speak. The king, having completed his part of the bargain, remained steadfast and silent. Bethal, realizing his defeat, accepted his fate and allowed the king to proceed with the pilgrimage. To know the outcome of the pilgrimage and whether the king's silence would prevail, stay tuned for Vikram Bethal Part 2.